Or should I say evening, because it's not really that good.
Hashtag fuck Dak.
It's not all Dak's fault, so you can't.
He was not making throws all night long.
Okay.
I don't care what the play call was. You couldn't hit receivers. You were throwing behind receivers. So.
Okay, but our run game wasn't involved either. So you're just going to blame everything all on Dak? That sounds like what it was.
Well, they took away our best player. They dared us to throw, and guess what? Dak did not come up.
Okay, but
what?
You can't blame the whole 100% loss on him, and that's what it sounds like you're doing, and you can't do that.
Well, I am.
Okay, like that's you sounding like a Redskins fan or a Giants fan right now that's talking crazy. You cannot blame. You sound like the fans that I can't stand talking to. You're sounding like them right now. You cannot blame all on him. I understand he did everything. He did some bad things, but there was other players that did not step up when they needed him to. So you cannot put the whole thing on him.
Okay, you can defend him all you want. I'm gonna talk how I want to talk.
Okay, go for it.
So Dak did not come up big, and I knew he wouldn't. Yeah, we got beat by a team that didn't even score a TD.
You know, last year that's what happened, right? And we did it. Just saying.
We did score a TD though.
Just saying, it was like almost.
And they did too.
But Mike shouldn't. Is Mike laughing?
Yep.
The guy that just lost back to back. Keep going.
Dakota, 22 of 33, 223 yards, 1 pick, rating of 73.2. Zeke Elliott, 18 carries, 35 yards. That's an average of 1.9. I mean, our offensive line got beat by their defensive line. And yes, our biggest part of our offense is getting that run game going. If we can't get that run game going, it's gonna be. It has to be put on Dak's shoulders, and that's what they did. They played to our weakness.
I'm listening. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I'm not going to put the whole 100% loss onto him. There was other factors in play. Our defense looked crappy. They were getting burned left and right. I understand that they were tired because we were getting so many 3 and outs. The play calling was kind of iffy at points in time. So, like I said, I can't blame this whole thing. And I don't even, I support Dak, but I don't really defend him like that. So, like I said, there's a multiple of factors that play into this, and you're just so not wanting to be here or so mad about the whole situation. You're just like,
okay. And I've talked about the defense last week. When I said the defense looked slow, they looked sluggish. They looked even worse today. Yeah, they got, a few plays here and there, but still, where was D-Law? Where was the consistent pressure? I understand he's getting double teamed, but they should have called defensive plays where they would come and get him on the stunt. Robert Quinn was the only one was getting back there on a consistent basis. Yeah. That dude is quick. D-Law needs to get something going. Can't get there on blitzes. So I already said that last week, but today what seemed like it was a defensive game, but it really wasn't. Our offense should have showed out. We should have ran the ball down their throats, but we didn't. And kudos to the Saints by doing so, stopping the run. They made the Cowboys put the game on Prescott's hands, and he did not show up. Throws were behind. He was just not there. There should have been at least 2 balls that I know of what should have got picked off, other than the one that did. But Dakota is about to get paid. He needed to step up. He needed to step up, and he failed. Yes, getting paid, not so sure because the talks had stopped about 2 weeks ago. So I don't know about that. But
It hasn't really stopped because I got an update today just saying they're just not eye to eye. So it hasn't really stopped. It's just not going at the speed as we thought they would.
It's a team game, but Dakota is a running QB. Use it.
Yeah, he didn't run, and I agree with that. He didn't run at all. And I've said that before on other shows. My show, when Dakota doesn't use his feet, that's when the Cowboys lose.
But the plays have to be called where it's the RPO, right? Or quarterback option. Those plays weren't even called.
Okay, so you can't blame that on Dakota.
But still, the Cowboy. But still, you're putting the game in his hands to throw the ball.
I understand what you're saying, but if they're not giving him even the options, they're not giving the RPOs, they're not giving the option, they're not giving none of that. You can't blame everything. This falls back just like last year. It wasn't all on Dakota sometimes because we had horrible play calling. So this falls back at that. This is that same scenario. Part of this falls back on the play calling because even in the group chat that I am in with a whole bunch of guys that are Cowboys fans, we were asking the same questions. Where are these play calls? Where were the calls that we had 3 weeks ago? Like each week, we did not see them. We didn't see them whatsoever. But I didn't expect this to be an easy game because we always go down to the nitty-gritty. Last week they stopped Chris Carson, and so when I saw that, I knew they were going to have a hard time. Zeke was going to have a hard time trying to get his run game up. But when they realized it was not working, they should have tried something else to try to make it work. Like they were saying, when they came out of the third quarter and scored, they should have tried to keep that momentum. What they did in that drive, they should have kept trying to do it, but they didn't. They went like off course again, and then here we are. The very last play, very last 2 plays, I understand that we are praying to baby Jesus for a call, but you don't throw to a guy that, and this is Dak's fault, but you don't throw to a guy that's triple covered. Quadrupled. My bad. I was one person off. But you don't throw to a guy that is that covered. You don't. It makes no sense. But where were the other wide receivers? Because Devin Smith didn't get nothing. He was, I think, thrown to like maybe twice.
They need to run the ball more. How much more do you want to run? The Zeke had 18 carries for 35 yards. So, no, we ran the ball like the same amount that we should have, but we're only getting 1.9 yards a carry. No, we need to move away from the run because they're stopping it.
Yeah.
So running the ball more ain't going to do it up. Mix it up. That's what they did. They did mix it up. Did you watch the game?
I agree with them. Mix it up better. They did not do a great job mixing it up because they went from straight just throwing it, and then they'll try to do a run here and there. They didn't, and then at the first quarter, they tried to stuff the ball. It wasn't working, so they kind of went away from it. And then they tried to come back. And then they did not mix it up like I think what he is trying to say. They did not mix it up like they normally do. It felt like towards the end, it was more consistent of him throwing the ball more than them trying to feed the ball. Devin Smith. Yeah, I understand Devin Smith can be streaky, but he wasn't even thrown to, I think, but once. So I understand the streakiness, but you can't say a player is streaky when they're not even getting the ball thrown to them, especially when Amari Cooper was held down this majority of the game
Yeah, good job by Lattimore.
Yeah, Lattimore held him up. So when you realize that he is hemmed up, Jason Witten should, needed to step up. Devin needed to step up. Even Jarwin, he did get that great play, but that was like the best play of the whole game was that Jarwin catch. But he's our backup tight end. Our other, and I will say Gallup hurt is really hurting us. And I said that before. Other tight ends had to other wide receivers had to step up. They're not, I said this before, they're not using Tavon Austin right. He only got 1 reception. Randall Cobb, you're a vet, dude. You've been in this situation. You needed to step up big time.
He should have done. They should plug Cobb in to Michael Gallup's spot.
Yes,
he's just as quick or has the same amount of speed as Gallup does.
I agree.
And he can catch.
Mm-hmm.
Like behind there's a pass that he should have caught, but he dropped it. I know it was a little bit behind, but those are the types of balls that he does catch. But this game was offense and defense were complete shit.
I agree with that.
Complete shit. Last week I said we need to stop Kamara.
Yeah.
He had 17 carries for 69 yards. And then Michael Thomas had 9 catches for 95 yards. I mean, we couldn't stop nothing.
We couldn't stop nothing. If we could have stopped one or the other.
If we stop, make them a one-dimensional team,
yes,
like they did us.
Yes, we would have. It would have went even. We could have beat them, but.
And I hope Smith ankle's okay too, because that hopefully just a sprained ankle.
Yeah, it didn't look good. He was walking like how I'm walking with the bad.
Every time Dallas loses, because Dakota doesn't use his legs properly.
I agree with that. I agree with Mike. Because I said that, and I said that before. If you go back and look at the games, when Dakota's running, we're winning.
Yeah, I mean, and I've said to other people that this week will be a good test of what the Cowboys can do against a good team like the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they lost to the Rams, but I think they could have beat the Rams if Breeze hadn't went down. But that's a whole different scope. But this was a test, and it showed our true colors. You make us one-dimensional, where they forced the Dak to just throw. Yeah, we are not gonna win. Yeah, I mean this is just.
Our leading receiver should not be 37-year-old Jason Witten.
4 catches, 50 yards.
Like he did, you know what I'm saying? He besides that fumble.
The fumble by Witten and Zeke.
Yeah.
But that fumble by Witten hurt us the most.
Yeah.
Because we had that was what I think a 16-yard gain, and then he fumbled. Then we had a good drive going up to that point.
It killed the momentum, definitely. Yeah, but I just said our leading receiver should not be 37-year-old Jason Witten.
Yeah,
but that's how, like I said, back to Lattimore, that's how great Lattimore held down Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Even at halftime, they said they need to make adjustments and they need to find other wide receivers need to step up, and they didn't. They were just still. And I understand Devin Smith is not going to get what he needs, but Randall, like this kind, and like I said, Tavon, they need to play Tavon better. They had him out there one play, and that was it. We didn't see no more Tavon. Tavon is another veteran. We have to try to use him right now while Gallup is out. We have to use all our weapons right now when we're down our top receiver.
Yeah, you take away our best player and make us one-dimensional, then we're not going to have. Yeah, we have momentum on that play. We're winning from. Yes, we did, and that was if he didn't fumble, that would have been a TD.
Yep.
I mean, not
TD, but
that drive
would have
ended up in the TD. Yeah. But I mean that changed. That swing things in that half. But coming out the first drive in the second half, We got that TD, and it seemed like we're getting the mojo back. That was a long drive. Our defense got some rest because they came out. Saints came out the first possession of the second half, but after that, we just couldn't get any type of pressure on the quarterback, on Bridgewater.
It happened at the end. Like, don't get me wrong, I love what Jalen Smith did. I love that he finally got that sack, and of course Quinn got his.
That came on a blitz.
Yeah.
That came on all of us, and he came all the way around.
Yeah.
And like I said, the only person that's been getting consistent pressure on the quarterback is Robert Quinn.
Yeah, he's fast as shit.
Yes, he is. He's
even Chris Collinsworth is like, I understand how he got 13 sacks because of his speed.
Yeah,
or was it 16? It was like 13, 16. I forgot the number, but yeah, he had so many sacks, and he's like, because of his speed. And I was like, I get it. That speed. Like, I saw it last week. We saw glimpses of it last week, but today it was monstrous.
It was. Understand, a game going to just all-out defense. I am all for it because I love defense. But if we can't even get to the quarterback, not getting to the quarterback on blitzes, just 4-man rushes, we're gonna get beat.
Yeah, Antoine said we definitely lost the battles at the line of scrimmage. Oh, definitely. Definitely, yeah. Our line is our line couldn't get a hole. Like, we had that one when we got the touchdown. When was it Zach Martin?
Zach Martin cleared that hole.
And that was the only hole. I felt like that was the only hole.
He moved. I think it was number 90 or 95 on the Saints defensive line, where he just clearly moved them. Just moved him out the way and let Zeke come in. But even then, Zeke had to fight for that to get that to the end zone.
Yeah, and so that line stopped us. Can you look up Green Bay's numbers? Because that's who we play next. I understand they just lost to the Eagles. But I really don't think it's going to be the same game, but we cannot play definitely the same because it's a way better quarterback that is going to be behind that ball. We can't give A-Rod just a moment of breathing.
So, Green Bay Packers. They are averaging 337 yards a game, 251 yards passing, and about 86 yards rushing. 21 points a game.
Yeah, and see, we can't. Yeah, because we got to stop A-Rod. Their weapons are coming together, but it's going to be really interesting to see. Brian is saying that there's too much pressure up the middle, and play calling was very inconsistent, which that's what I've been saying. So I totally forgot to miss that. My bad. But
and there's
to see where Devontae Adams' injury.
The Packers defense has been giving up 188 yards passing, but 142 yards rushing.
Yeah, I thought they got a bunch of rushing.
So our offensive line needs to dominate theirs.
Yeah.
And Zeke and Tony Pollard combined need to exploit that.
Yeah, well, I'm going to keep, every Cowboys fan needs to keep an eye on Devontae Adams' injury. Right now, the latest I heard, they said they don't think it's serious, but it is turf toe. Turf toe can keep you out because I've watched several players and, in my lifetime, and I know people that are watching, I know you have too, that your favorite player has sat out at least a game or two because of turf toe. We don't need to him have that monstrous game that he was having on the Eagles. He ended up with like 157 yards, 167 yards against them before he got injured. And when he got injured, that's when they lost. I'm not saying I want him injured because I want to play the best, but if he is injured, that's a big factor. That's their gold mine right there is gone. Jones is good. Their backup running back more than likely is not going to play because of the Eagles because he got completely knocked out. So he's probably still going to be in concussion protocol, even though that he has 9 days, from that game. And Devontae Adams has 9 days to all the factors. We cannot allow A-Rod to do what he's doing.
He's been done.
He's been doing. A-Rod, we can't allow him to do that at all.
He's been good. He's been very quiet this season so far. Not too much magic coming from him, but for whatever reason, I have a feeling that he's going to use this the opportunity to play when he plays against us. To just ball out.
Yeah.
And I mean, and going off the numbers, and Saints were giving up 134 yards of rushing a game. So I mean, they timed that down against us,
and they timed it down last week too. I don't think last week they had what's his name? Like I said, Chris Carson fumbled, and he just had an average game last week. They shut him down. The defense shut him down too. So it's not like they just shut us down. No, they shut down the Seahawks last week. I think in Seattle.
Yeah. I mean, we played a very good Saints team.
We did.
They're of course they're playing without their signal caller Drew Brees, but their defense is what held them in and won the game for them. So kudos off to the Saints defense. Very good job. But our defense just has not shown up and played at their the skill level that's present. They've been very sluggish. They've been slow. D-Law needs to step up, and the defensive coordinator needs to do something about getting D-Law involved other than coming from off the edge, moving him around.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe get that one-on-one matchup instead of being double teamed every single time.
Yeah.
Or majority of the time. I mean, you go with that now. With Quinn back there on the other side, that should have freed up D-Law, but he's still getting double teamed and given that beautiful opportunities for Quinn to get to the quarterback, and he has.
But maybe teams in the future, when they start watching our tape and they start seeing who's getting to the quarterback and they realize that it's more Quinn, maybe they'll start shifting the double team over there, and then it's going to give opportunities for D-Law to get that one-on-one matchup that we are looking for.
Maybe. But who knows? Time will tell.
Yeah, like I said, we play Green Bay, and then after Green Bay, we play Philadelphia, right? Am I correct? And then after that, because our bye week is 8. So it should be Green Bay. I think it's Philly.
New York.
Jets. No, we play the Jets. Okay, with the Jets, and then it's Philly, and then bye week. I think that's right. Yeah, because our bye week was 8. So yeah.
Another Sunday night game.
Another Sunday night game, and then our bye week. It's gonna be a great. This game. Several defensive players went down, or even offensive, because, like I said, Smith. We have to make sure they're healthy. Hopefully, nothing major happened. Like Awuzie came back in, but we need him fully healthy. We need to make sure that Amari Cooper is not getting offensive pass interference because he's got 2 of them. We need to clean up the penalties because that hurt us too. Even though we didn't have as many as the Saints did.
2 pass interference on Cooper.
Yeah.
Where I think the second one could have.
I think either one could have been.
The first one, he had both arms extended on the defender. That you have to call that. and that's what they did. But a very sloppy game on both sides of the ball. That this was, I thought, being a Sunday night game, the defense would step up. They did not.
Unfortunately, they didn't. And it was a disappointing game. Like from the jump. Like I just felt it right when we just kind of went that 3 and out. But then I felt the momentum change when we got the interception. I was like, okay, here we go. And then we could not get anything started like we needed to. Like it just did not move. We could not do anything. And like I said, the Saints defense knew. They read us down to the T. And that's what it should have been, it should have been like that for us too. Against them and shut down, like you said. So what we need to do now next week, because I fear, of course, Kamara more than I fear Jones, which is Green Bay's running back. He has been doing good. He hasn't had like a oh my God game, but he has been doing good. But if Devontae Adams still has issues with that turf toe, the person we're going to have to shut down next week, it's going to have to be Aaron Jones. Because his backup is a rookie. So they're going to be looking at him like, we don't even have tape on him.
And we can't give Aaron Rodgers all day to throw.
Oh, no.
His offensive line, they're very good at giving him all the time that he needs to make those throws.
And how the Eagles won, besides Devontae Adams not there, they pressured him. At the end, they were all in Aaron's face. And that's what our defense needs to do. That's what how you're saying, D-Law needs to step up. That's what they need to do, pressure him.
Everyone on the defensive line needs to step up.
Yeah.
Robert Quinn needs to just keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Whatever Kool-Aid he's drinking, keep drinking it.
Pass it to others. Yeah, please pass it to others so they.
But that's my take on it. Hashtag fuck that.
I still like them. Like,
okay, that's fine.
I'm just saying that's my opinion. You can keep saying what you're saying because we all know that's how you feel. Anybody that watches the show or my boys, all of us know that's how you feel. So I'm not going to be here and try to change your mind because that's ludicrous. I'm just wasting air and I could be sleepy.
Go to bed. And y'all too. It's late.
It's not that late. No. And check us out again next week after Green Bay's game. Please check out our other shows on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's the Red Cup Rants. They will be on Strictly Prohibited Network on Spreaker. Then check me out on Saturday mornings with Dynasty and Bust. And then check out our new show, please, Hodgepodge Sports Show. They're actually going to be on Spreaker. And if you are in my Strictly Prohibited Network group or you are on Facebook and you follow me or whatever, their show is live on Facebook through StreamYard. And they're a really, really great show with Patrick Hodge and Sean Harrison.
Shout out to Leroy Woods. His first time joining us for the show.
He's listened to us a couple times, but actually joining us, yes, thank you, Leroy, because Leroy has checked on me through my whole injury process, and I appreciate Leroy so much. Besides my other friends, I am getting better if anybody is watching. Just right now, I am dealing with plantar fasciitis in both feet. So I will get better. I'm just taking my time and laying back and being very, very chill and not doing too much.
Yeah.
But next week, like I said, check us out. We'll be back. I have to put on a different jersey because, I've been trying to, wear my jersey and that we've been winning in. I blame Bingo because he didn't have a jersey on. So I blame Bingo from our son's birthday party.
I didn't have a jersey on last week.
I'm just saying, I blame Bingo. I gotta find a reason. I'm super superstitious in several different ways, so I'm blaming Bingo.
You weren't drinking, so I'll blame you.
No, I didn't drink last week.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You had wine.
No, I did.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I didn't drink.
Thank you,
thank
Mike.
you. Thank you, Mike. Yes, my son's birthday was today too.
Yeah, he is very spoiled.
Yeah. Don't send him no more gifts. We don't need no
Mostly
more.
by us, but
Don't send him more
he's
gifts.
spoiled.
Yes, but like I said, check us out. Check all our shows out. Follow us on Twitter, SP Network _1. And you'll catch us everything about us. But thank
Guaranteed wins against Brian. Nah. Ain't nothing guaranteed.
But check us,
Ain't
like I
nothing
said,
guaranteed.
thank you for everybody that is watching. And we will talk to everybody next week. Peace out.
See you later.